Well guys, welcome back. I'm back over here at the barn. I'm gonna try to get some more work done on this. It's actually really windy today, which is unfortunate because I have a lot of loose metal sitting around and it's starting to blow off the roof. So I've got my trailer today. I'm gonna try to start loading some of this up. It's gonna be a pain in the wind, but I also need to start getting some more off. So I'm just gonna work on what I can. It rained a bunch, so it's sopping wet. I don't even know if I can get over there with the trailer to get it close to it to load stuff up, but I'm gonna figure something out and get to work because I need to get finished getting this barn torn down. Well, this isn't really going as planned. I got over here. I shouldn't have driven out here. I'm over here where I want to be though, so the wind blew all these off. It's just crazy windy, big gusts right now. It blew all those sheets off, so I pulled the rest of them down real quick before they got blown all over the place, or one blew up and hit me even. So I'm just gonna start loading these up, and I don't know. This trailer is so heavy. I may end up just having to leave the trailer here tonight and come back for it. I'm coming back tomorrow, so I may just have to leave my trailer out here and drive the truck out. I get the truck out, but that trailer's so heavy it just sinks. I may just have to leave the trailer here, come back tomorrow, work on some more stuff, and then pull the trailer out when I bring another vehicle or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I'm going to load up as many of these old ones as I can, and then I'll see. I don't know if I'm getting up on that roof and trying to wrangle metal with this wind or not. I'm going to load all these up for starters. This really isn't going well. It blew the pieces I put on the trailer right off. So I'm going to get something to hold them down while I'm loading more up. This wasn't a good day to come out here. Alright, I got all this stuff loaded. The wind's died down a little bit, but it's still gusty. But I'm going to go ahead and start working on some of the rest of this metal and see what I can get done tonight. Well guys, we've got one half of the barn metal off and stacked on the trailer and ready to take home. I think I'm going to load up, there's a lot of other wood and stuff under here. I think I'm going to load up some of these long boards and stuff. Trying to make the load a little more complete, top it off with some boards because we're going to have multiple loads. And then tomorrow, I've got all day tomorrow to work on this. So tomorrow we got to work on the other half of the roof. And my goal tomorrow is going to be to get to that entire half completely off. So hopefully I'll have all the roofing off tomorrow. Lots more to go. Yep. Got a lot more work to do, but making progress, so I'm not going to complain. I'm going to get a few more things loaded up, and then I'm going to see if I can get the truck out of here. Tomorrow, I'm not pulling out in this because it is too wet. Should have known better, but load up a few things and then see if we can get out of here. Sun's going down. right, I got a few boards on there. There's obviously a whole lot more, but I'm gonna call it an evening and see if I can get out of here. I'm gonna let a bunch of air out of these tires and see if airing down will give me enough to get this out. If so, then I'll strap this down. So we'll see. I don't know if it's gonna be enough or not. All right, air pressure's dropped. Let's see if that's gonna be enough to get this thing out of here. It works. I'm out to the driveway, so I'm gonna strap this stuff down and go home. I'll try to bring a rake back tomorrow. I feel bad for making these ruts. They're not very deep, I know this, but still, I feel bad for making them. So, all right, time to get out of here. My poor boards and trailer got a little muddy, and my poor truck. I have to clean it. All right, new day, guys. Back here at the barn. I'm gonna work on this side today and try to get as much of this done as possible. It's not near as windy today, which is fantastic. Overcast, a little cool. It's still very wet, so I'm gonna try not to drive anywhere where I'm gonna get stuck. But I'm gonna hop up here to start taking metal down. Well, I got that top row completely done. Got all the big pieces off the end. I'm going to go ahead and throw all this stuff on the trailer that I've got leaned up here, and then start on this row. Then this one down here, this is a newer metal, the newer ridge style. They nailed this thing on every single ridge. There's so many nails in this bottom row of metal, but I'll get them eventually. So kids, you need to take note of this. This is a lot of work. This is hard work. A, don't be afraid of hard work. B, no, you're not too good for any job. And C, work really hard in school. That way you're smart enough and you got a good enough paying job that when you're in your 30s, you don't have to come tear down a barn to be able to build a chicken house, unless you want to. So there's your lesson for the day. All right, time to start pulling up the last row of metal. And this one's gonna take forever because there's so many stinking nails in it. But we'll get it. Whew, that side there was a lot of work. I got them all off and we'll go put them on the trailer here in a minute. There's more nails in that side right there than all the rest of this side combined. That little lean-to over there was added on later, and it had a lot of nails and they're really hard to get out. They were a different nail than was in most of this. But I got all those loose. I'm gonna go get all those on the trailer, and then I gotta start figuring out how to get the rest of this torn apart, all the rest of these boards. Kind of thinking about pulling these lean-tos off. There's like 16 foot down there that's kind of a lean-to, and it's that way on both sides. I could pull those off and that'd kind of be independent from the main portion of the barn. Or I could start up here on the top and start taking these 1-bys off and working my way down. This whole thing is kind of rickety. Like, I can shake the entire barn sitting up here. And it's like this telephone pole right here, it's supposed to be attached to that 2x6 right there. It's not attached. The braces are attached, but that's not attached. This area is kind of floating right here. So it's a little bit rickety. I want to make sure I'm safe in the way that I'm doing this. I'm not up here in the things, because once I start pulling these 1-bys off, the 2x6s underneath are going to get less and less and less stable and strong. They're not going to have anything bracing them. So the whole barn's going to get more and more shaky the further I take it down. So trying to figure out how to do it safely. I could try to like cut the telephone poles off. I think they're sunk in some concrete or maybe just dirt. I'm not entirely sure. I could cut them off and just pull the entire barn over with a rope and a truck. And then I'll lose a few boards if I do that, but I could pull it apart that way, and then I'm on the ground instead of in the air. Or I could rent a scissor lift, a 4-wheel drive scissor lift for like a day, do all this tall part, take it all apart. Or I can just stand up here and try to wrangle it, but that's going to get sketchy really quick. I'm not sure yet. I'll figure out something. I don't think I'm going to get too much of that today anyway, but I'm going to go get those loaded on the trailer and kind of come up with a game plan on how I want to attack the rest of this. Well, all the metal roofing is off and loaded up. Only metal I have left is there's a little bit on that wall on the end, and there's some on this wall on this end. But it's getting late, so I don't think I'm going to work on it today. I'm going to bang on a few of these, see if I can't knock some of these boards off and kind of get a feel for how some of this is going to come down. And other than that, I'm just going to strap things down and head to the house for today, and I'll come back and start tearing down the rest of this when I have some more time. Lots of work still to go, but we're making progress. It's tiring, but just doing manual labor, that's, even if it gets really monotonous, like pulling these nails is very monotonous, but it's a great time to me when you're working on something like that. It's when your brain starts flowing. You're just not really having to think about what you're working on. You're just rolling through it. You're doing something, you're active, and your brain just starts to work, and you start thinking about different things in life and coming up with ideas and stuff like that. So work like this, it's just good for a person. So it's almost like a man's built to do things like this, because maybe he is. But I'm going to wrap it up today and come back to this. Oh man, I left my drill and my crowbar up there. I guess I'm going to climb up there, get those, see how this is going to come apart, strap things down, head to the house. Yeah, guys, it's another day. I'm taking a break from the shed today. I am tired after working out there the last couple days. So, I don't know. Probably not going to do a whole lot today. I'm going to try to rest mostly, but I got a mess around the yard to clean up at this point. I got metal everywhere and all kinds of stuff. I also have a new animal to introduce you to. This is Blackberry. She is a, I think, 4-day-old lamb now. So she got rejected. She was one of twins. We bought her because she was rejected by her mom. So she is a bottle lamb, and we've been bottle feeding her for the last few days. We got her when she was 1 day old. So far she's doing good. We named her Blackberry. She is a Dorper mix lamb, primarily Dorper, I think, but I think she's got maybe some Catadin. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's another breed. It's a hair sheep. So the white sheep we have are St. Croix. They're full-blood registered St. Croix sheep. This one is a Dorper mixed with some other breeds, but it's a hair sheep as well. And I think we're going to get one more sheep. We're going to get a ram. Right now we've got 3 ewes, which are females. So we're going to get a ram, which is a male, and then we'll be able to have more lambs in the future. And yeah, this one was kind of spur of the moment, but we saw it for sale and we were like, yeah, we should get that. So the Dorper are a little bit meatier. They're a little bit heavier carcass. They got a little bit bigger body, a little more meat on them than the St. Croix. I think they grow a little faster too. So it might be a good mixture for meat sheep versus the St. Croix we're probably going to sell. Ooh, a dog versus goat over there. But yeah, that's the latest animal.
She likes to do that to her, the dogs that were around there. When we got her, she was doing that to them too. And they didn't seem to really care for it either.
She wants to fight. You pup.
Oh, that's a good doggy. Hey, good doggy.
All right, we're back down here at the hogs. These guys are getting big. One of these is going into the butcher soon. We need to move the sheep pen, and oh, I really don't want to get in that pen, but I need to get the boar out of there. Pulled him out once, and then I put him back because we were going to the hospital and stuff with the baby. And anyway, I need to pull him out again.
No, they're not sharing.
They're not sharing?
They're
Oh.
not getting in it.
Here, let me take that.
Put that in one of those bags.
Yeah?
Do they like these?
Yep, they sure do.
We'll get you some in a little bit.
Get. Get.
Get out, Laser.
Get. Get.
Hey, Karen, did you turn on the water for the cows? You might want to check it.
Guys, I'm gonna get lost in it.
The cows are like,
I've
what
never
is this
seen it.
little thing?
That's one big dog. Get out, Laser. Okay, Caleb, can you hold this up, please? I don't want to fall.
How come one is in the wall? There's another
Need some help?
Bring it around. They'll follow you in. Come on, sheep.
They got distracted. There was a baby. Typical females. There's a baby. There's a baby.
We went to the sheep. They really ain't anything yet.
All right.
We only camped.
They got in, they can't get out.
They're too big, too fluffy.
Come on, boys. Come on, Maximus. Come on, Decimus. We got the sheep moved. We got the hogs separated. This garden spot is going to be good this summer, I think. I'll come and till all this up at some point. Ought to have some good garden soil. The pups somehow got in the hog pen. They must have gone through these panels because this is the only spot. They can't figure out how to get out. Come on, boys. Come on. You went in. I got them out. I think we'll wrap this video up here. We're done working on stuff for now. The sheep are good, hogs are good, goats are good. We got a baby lamb to go bottle feed. And yeah, all is well on the farm, if you want to call it a farm. So, thanks for watching. I'll get back to tearing down the barn probably in the next video. Hopefully get that wrapped up. Then I can start building a chicken pen. Come on, pups. And we did stick with the names Maximus and Decimus. It's what everybody voted for. It's what we preferred. A couple of the kids were a little disappointed, but overall, they've all accepted Maximus and Decimus. Come on, pups, we gotta go home.